welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another episode of Moms Are People Too. Today's video is going to touch on finances a little bit. It is one of the number one questions that I get on my channel and asked on Instagram and DMs, like how do you do it financially? How are you budgeting and all of that. So today's video is actually going to be about saving money mindlessly because I feel like that's what I specialize in. It sounds so weird to say that, but I feel like I specialize in saving money without really thinking about it, and everything adds up. So every penny counts, huh? So if you like these types of videos, definitely give this a thumbs up.
Hi, baby.
Hi, baby. Definitely give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments down below that you like these types of videos so I can produce more for you of what you like. So without further ado, let's jump into my tips and tricks on how to save money mindlessly. Okay, so let's just start by saying I have not saved money in so long. Just financially, it just wasn't in my head. I wasn't thinking about saving money. I was just thinking about surviving and all of that type of business. So I am recently trying to plan a trip to Disney. I desperately want to go on vacation with Sydney to go to Disney. I also am on a leave of absence from my job. So that is another financial thing that I don't have that extra cash coming in. So I just want to save some money and replenish my bank account because I have taken so many, so much time off in the past 2 years since Sydney was born. Basically, I have depleted all of my savings and I am ready to build that back up. Now, I totally am living life on a budget and I don't have a ton of extra cash to just store away in savings. So I am going to start very small. You might laugh at the things that I have to say here, but again, hi baby. But again, this is a mindless savings video, meaning you don't have to think about it or worry about it, and you might not even feel it. You might not even feel like you're saving money, and every penny adds up. So I've made a couple of these videos in the past, so I will definitely link my financial videos down below. Like when I was saving for maternity leave, I mentioned some of these mindless things in that video, but I just want to touch on them again because I want to be held accountable by you guys, and kind of maybe if you are trying to save and you want to save money for a specific reason or just to have a cushion, it's always a really good idea to have some savings. God forbid anything happens. And my initial goal for savings is going to be $5,000. So I want to save $5,000, let's say within the next 6 months. That was my initial goal when I had $0 in. I didn't have a savings account at all. I had like no money to my name. My initial goal was $5,000, and I started doing these small little things to get me there, and then I surpassed that and went up to like $35,000 in my bank account within 3 years, or no time at all. The first thing I want you guys to do, if you're comfortable enough doing this, leave me a comment down below. If you're trying to save money, what is your initial financial goal? What do you want to save? Do you have a goal for a specific reason? Are you going on vacation? Do you want to buy a new car? Do you need to buy a new refrigerator? Are you trying to save money for, maternity leave? Like, what is your initial goal? If you feel comfortable, leave me a comment in the comments down below. The reason why I'm having you do this is because I believe in manifestation. The law of manifestation. Before I even knew what this was, it was happening in my life, and I fully support and believe in this. So if you put it out into the universe and you have a very specific goal on what you want to save and what you want to achieve, maybe even put a time frame in there. I want to save this amount of money in 1 year, or I want to save this amount of money in 6 months. It can be small, it can be huge, it doesn't matter. Like, believe that, oh gosh, I can't hold you anymore. Believe that you are going to save that money and be able to do it. Whether you think you have extra cash or not, you do. I promise you, you have extra cash and you don't even know it. So, this child doesn't give me attention all day long, and then I put the camera up and she's like, "Ooh, mommy, this is what I'm gonna do to get attention from you." Okay, so that is number one, to set your goal, know how much you want to save, and give yourself a time frame. It could be 10 years down the road, it could be 6 months down the road, it doesn't matter what it is. and put it out into the universe, let other people know, hold yourself accountable. And the more that you think about that goal and the more that you're held accountable, the more that you are going to achieve it, the more likely that you are going to achieve it. Now I'm going to touch on some of the small things that I am personally going to do to start saving money. So first and foremost, my bottles. If you live in a state where you can return your bottles, and I know 5 cents per bottle, you're thinking, really? Come on. Every single penny counts. Whether when I return my bottles tomorrow, which I'm going to do tomorrow, and I get $16 back, I don't care. That could be trivial to some people, but to me, every penny counts. The act of actually saving, whether it be putting $5 in a piggy bank or more, the act of actually saving money is going to put you in the money saving mindset, and it's going to put it out into the universe that you are saving money and you are going to have enough money to cover all of your bills. Like, once you start saving, it's just gonna keep continuing to happen. It does for me, and it's mindless to not even think. Bottle money is like very trivial to a lot of people. Maybe you think that you need that money. I usually spend my bottle money like the day that I get it. I usually get it and then spend it. I don't know, I spend it on groceries, I do something with it. Instead, I am going to save all of my bottle money. So that is number one thing that I'm going to do, that I'm not even going to think about. I'm not going to fret over it, and it's not going to feel like I'm taking money away from my bills to put into my savings account. You know what I mean? The next thing that I personally am going to do is save all of my coin. All of my jingle change is going straight into a jar, and I'm going to save every penny of it, and I'm going to redeem it and put it in my savings account. I used to do this all the time. As a waitress and bartender, you get so much coin. You can either trade it in at the end of the night, you could save it, and I used to save it, and literally that is where so much of my money came from, because it was mindless savings. I didn't have to worry about like the 35 cents that was going in there a day, but it adds up. I promise you, it adds up, and it's so worth it. Save your coin. If you have a jar of change in your house and it's like somewhere that you see it almost daily, it's almost proven in like the law of attraction, it's almost proven that that is going to attribute you to saving more money. You're gonna see it every day. You're gonna just drop your change in there without even thinking about it, and it adds up. I'm sorry, you guys, I'm a single mom if you're new to my channel. Oh, gross. So I used to do this all the time. I used to, instead of give exact change, I would give just dollar bills, and anything that I got back for coin is going straight into my savings. So instead of, if my total came to $12.75, I wouldn't give them $12.75, I would give them $13 and then take that quarter back, and that would instantly go into my savings container and do it that way. So I would end up with a lot more coin that way and end up with a lot more savings. That is a very good tip. I got this tip from one of my relatives. They said that they did this and saved, you know, a couple $1,000s that way, and I was like, wait a minute, that seems very easy to do. So the next things that I'm going to do have to do with my apps, my coupon apps, my money saving apps, and cashback apps. First and foremost, I use EBATES all the time. I have a link down below if you want to sign up for EBATES. It's a cashback. I don't know, they might be changing their name to like Rakuten, something like that. But I'm gonna have my link down below that you can sign up if you're not signed up already, and you will get $10, I believe, back by just signing up and making your first purchase. You get cash back by shopping online, and some of the stores now have a shop in store and get cash back type of a thing. It's not a hoax. Every time I shop online, I check EBATES before, and I always get cash back. So I, instead of depositing that check into my bank account, like checking account all the time like I always do, I am going to just straight put that into my savings without thinking about that money as extra money. I'm going to just straight put it into my savings account and then let that add up as well. So I also use IBOTTA app. I have a link down below, I believe for like $5 back. I can't remember what it is. Just check my description box so that you can get every penny that you can. I use IBOTTA app, and then you can use that at Hannaford, Target, so many different stores. So you go through the app and you pick your store that you're shopping at: Walmart, Shaw's, Amazon, Rite Aid, Whole Foods, all kinds of stores, and then you clip your coupons and then you shop. I think you link your card. It's been so long since I've signed up, but you link your card, and then once you pay with your card, everything is all linked, and once you hit like $20, you can redeem it and it goes into your PayPal account. I also use Poshmark, so any money that I gain from that is where I sell some of my old clothes or City's old clothes. I am going to save that money directly into my savings account and not even feel it or bat an eye. All right, so those are some of the mindless money saving tips that I have for you guys to not even think about. Just throw it in your savings account. I promise you it will start adding up without you even thinking about it. And then maybe you do think about it, and then maybe instead of depositing $12, you're gonna round up to $15 instead and say, hey, I can spare an extra $3. So I will put that in my savings account. One of the biggest things that I do that I spend money on that I do not need to spend money on, and it hurts my soul to even say this, is coffee. Coffee out of the house is such a luxury and I love it. I don't ever want to give it up. I'm not going to like completely give it up, because if I want to treat myself, then I'm going to. But I am going to take out my cold brew brewer, whatever. I brew my own cold brew coffee, and it tastes just like Starbucks because I use Starbucks ground coffee anyway. And I basically can make myself a coffee here and not spend the $3-4 that I spend on coffees almost all the time. Whenever I go out, I always get myself a drink because it feels like a treat. Instead, I'm going to make myself an iced coffee here and bring it with me so I still can sip on something delicious and not miss out on that. And but yeah, that is going to be something that I am going to do to make sure that I start saving money, because it is an unnecessary expense, cost. Oh, thank you. And I'm going to try to cut down. We don't really go out to eat that much or do takeout that much, but I'm going to make sure that I cook a lot more fresh, healthy meals here that are budget friendly. So I'm going to start doing that. And yeah, otherwise, I know a lot of people might not realize how much they spend on the frivolous things, whether it be going to Dunkin' Donuts in the morning and getting a bagel or coffee all the time. It adds up. I promise you it adds up, and you're spending way more than you even think on going out to eat or alcohol or, you know, your morning coffee and donuts or bagels or whatever it may be. If there's something that you are like, no, I'm not giving that up because that I look forward to and I have fun and that is my thing, then don't give it up. That's fine. But I promise you, you have extra cash that you don't even realize or know about that you can put in the savings. I hope that you guys got some inspiration from this video to start saving. I will totally update you on how much I'm saving here and there. And yeah, this is all going to be painless, mindless, and it's all gonna happen. Like, you believe me, it adds up faster than you even believe. And I believe in saving your money, but not having to stress about saving the money. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope that you got inspired. Maybe you weren't thinking about saving, but now you're curious to know how much you can save without even thinking, and do something for yourself. So if you did give it a thumbs up, again, leave me a comment down below. Are you in the middle of saving money? Do you have a specific goal? Do you have tips and tricks on how to save money without even thinking about it and having it be very effortless? Then definitely leave them in the comments down below. All right, guys, I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.